Hi, this is Tracy. I'm here with my soul sister Susan today, and we're going to talk about expressing your uniqueness. Since we're now in the age of Aquarius, it's time we all come out and start being who we came here to be. So Susan, do you want to start off and just tell us a little bit about yourself? How long have you been on your journey of awakening?
Hello, my name is Susan. I am a retired naturopathic doctor, and what happened was in 1988. What was it called? Shall we start again? Because hello
No,
is...
it's okay.
Okay.
You're outside, you're going to get whatever.
Okay. It was the harmonic convergence, and that opened up a door that I didn't even know it existed. All of a sudden there was an intrigue and interest in holistic health, natural medicine, and it prompted me to go to school for 4 years to become a naturopathic doctor, and opened up all kinds of incredible experiences through meditation and visualization that just essentially blew my doors open. What about you?
Well, I think it was just after my first Saturn return, which happens about when you're 29 and a half.
Yep.
So, beginning of my 30s. I started off like with self-help books. And then of course, as it is with the way my learning patterns are, I understand everything intellectually before I seem to be able to integrate it. So it was like, okay, I get it, but like, how do I like embrace it or take it in? And then my next step was taking, some self-development courses where they made you do activities so that you could see, that you're, capable of much more than you are. And then I guess it went on to, meditations and yoga, and I took my yoga teacher training, Kundalini yoga teacher training, and I taught that in my house for a couple of years. And I got big into the whole health thing too. So I think the last several years,
Which is how we met.
Yeah, which is how we met. She was my naturopath, and I was, really into trying to do what I could to keep myself healthy, because I knew that, our water, food, and air was all being poisoned. And I was so concentrating on that. So though, several years before this whole COVID crap, began, I was so busy with that and not working on myself as much as I should have been, or could have been, I guess is more appropriate to say. And so obviously when COVID started, then, then we had lots of time. Lots of time to start working on ourselves when we weren't working, because I retired when I was 2015. And thank God for that the universe intervened and got me out of, I was working at the hospital as a pharmacist. Trying to get people to be on less meds, go figure, right? Anyway, so it was nice.
There was your career, and then there was you, and they were not lined up.
That's right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I guess tell us about when COVID started, because that's when you ended up getting out of the matrix.
I did get out of the matrix, and partially because the belief systems didn't match. People were coming in with ideas and philosophies and stuff that just didn't make sense to me, and I realized that I couldn't put those two together. I just couldn't. Plus, I reached a magic age where it was time to retire, so I did, and I, at that time, jumped into something that had been in the back of my mind, and I jumped into art and started creating and was obsessed. It was great. I was making all kinds of stuff. I had a woodworking workshop in my garage, and people would stop, they'd back up, and they'd look at what I was doing and they'd say, "Are you selling that?" I'd say, "Sure." But that also opened up conversations into other areas of life, and that little workshop in my garage helped me to build community with the people who came by every day who couldn't have anyone over. They didn't have anyone to talk to. But when my garage door was open and it was outside, it was a perfect place to do what I now think of as community service. I had people coming by who had no one to talk to, and I was there. So I'd stopped practicing, but it took on a whole different way of doing it. And it wasn't official, it was just listening, which I'm good at. I'm a professional listener, and just being there for people in a whole different way. So that I recognized that was part of my new soul purpose, which is to inspire and accept and love people, just spread that around. So that's what I try to do now, is just every conversation is trying to be uplifting, trying to be encouraging, helping people to get in touch with themselves. So it evolved, and it evolved because of COVID, which, you know, I think my greatest gift through that was the opening of my artistic self, and understanding that I can be helpful without being in practice, that I can make a difference without having a shingle on my door that says I'm a naturopathic doctor. I can have that in every interaction, and that has been a joy.
Well, I just want to say she's a great artist, and I have 2 of the beautiful paintings that she painted.
That are very colorful, very
especially
colorful.
for me and my color. Anybody who knows me well knows I'm all about color. So, are you interested in talking about your latest project?
Oh, yeah. Something else has come up too, which is that's what feels like the doors are opening to all of these things that have been sitting way back in the back of my mind. And for years, I have been, I had the sense that there was a book in me. I needed to write, but I'm like, oh my God, I can't write. Well, I'm writing. First book's been published. Second book is just about ready to. I have 2 more in the works. And I came to understand that the reason I couldn't write was it was past life stuff, that I had been probably jailed or killed or had my printing press burnt down or something like that. It was past life stuff. And so I came into this lifetime thinking that I can't write, which is just hooey. It's not true at all. So now have this urge to create books, to be able to share those with others, and some of them are fun. The numerology book is for fun, and the books on inflammation are a direct response to what's happened to people's bodies after what we've gone through in the last 4 or 5 years.
I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful for my friend Susan and Soul Sister here, because she's been encouraging me, especially the last 4 years.
Do it.
telling me I'm right where I need to be, and do it. And then also, of course, I have to thank my good Soul Sister friend, Meg Moonbeam, because she's been encouraging me as well. My North Node is in Leo, and this is my Leo sun. So for her, you know, putting herself out there is easy, but for somebody who's coming from an Aquarius South Node that just wants to kind of hide, well, you know, it's not as easy to step into that role. But I've had some, you know, really good friends, soul sisters, help encourage me to like move forward, to take the baby steps. And so this is here. What
It's
I'm here
time.
to do it.
It's time.
I said, hey,
It's time.
I'm going to interview you to start to get myself out there, get used to being in front of a camera, because you know, that whole concept is like a new thing for me. And yeah, so we decided we'd come outside and do it outside in nature.
And you have so much incredible knowledge and insight to share. We need you to speak.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, it's time.
So I guess the advice that I'd like to leave for any of these newbies that may be coming, starting onto their spiritual path, is to like listen to yourself. How often have I been told that? But we get caught up on believing that, you know, what everybody else says for us is true.
It's
Like,
not true.
well, I mean, remember I just told you, I go to the spiritual retreat and suddenly I get the epiphany why I'm grounded all the time in a people kept telling me, you got to ground yourself, you got to ground yourself. And I'm like, freak, if I was any more grounded, I'd be in the ground. And like, seriously, like, it wasn't until I went on the retreat when I realized that people that could easily, go out of their bodies were wanting to be around me because they felt more grounded. And then it suddenly occurred to me. So here I was, I was being told internally that I don't need to ground myself. I'm naturally grounded, and that, there may not be that many people out there that are, in the grand scheme of the number of us out there, but we are so different. And I realized, and a lot of people said to me too, you're very intuitive, and I think, oh, I'm not intuitive because I don't have these drops come in, but I realized that
you just know it.
I know it. Like,
you just know it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of the knowing circuitry in my human design chart, and so it's like, we forget about it. We're so used to everybody trying to put you in a bloody box. And all my life when they would say that, like, there's only one way to do something, right? And I'd say, that's crap, is what I would think all the time, because I was like, we're not all the same, right? And a big part of my role actually is to show people, like, it's okay to be different.
You can paint a picture with more than one color.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I can wear clothes with more than one color, and I don't give a crap if you tell me that color doesn't go with that color, because I wear whatever I like, and lots of times I do get kind of strange
Orange,
looks.
lime green,
all the colors together. What the
teal
heck?
blue. Yeah,
the more
yeah.
the better. That's kind of my thing, and it just is what it is. So all those Aquarians out there that have been hiding all these years because it wasn't our time. Now it is our time. And as Meg says, Aquarius rules weirdness. So, get the hell out there.
Bring it
and
on.
Be weird.
Yeah.
Okay? It's now our time. We've been, for those of us that are in our age, like, we've been waiting all our freaking life to just be me.
We can no
you.
longer be silenced.
We can no longer be silenced.
No, it's over.
So, do you have any advice that you might want to throw out there that could help, some people that are just starting on their journey?
I think that to follow the intuitive nudges, to follow those little glimmers, the glimpses, to follow, it's like a treasure hunt where there are these little breadcrumbs that are put in front of you, and pick them up, look at them, taste them, feel them, smell them, create from that, because we are being guided. Trust the guidance. Enjoy the guidance. Take a risk. Do something different. You never know where it will lead you.
So, I guess that's anything else, or are you good?
Oh, have we got 10 hours? There's lots more. There's lots more. We have to start somewhere.
Well, this is the first one. How much, eh? I want to make them not too long, because I don't want people to have to sit around and wait for an hour. So I think we can come on again, and I will interview or get together with some other people to tell you their story and any advice they may want to give. And we'll just take it from there. So until next time, express your uniqueness every day this day